particular case, it's going to be an Admiral session. You guys all know, if you guys watch our YouTube channel, myself and the Admiral, this past Tuesday, we did an out of the theater reaction on Captain America Brave New World. So we gave you a gist of if we kind of liked it or not. We're going to go in a little bit in depth. This is where it's unscripted. We're going to basically have a conversation about the movie, our thoughts, what we like, hate about it, whatever comes to our mind, we will discuss for the next little while because we don't want to bore you guys to death. And then, of course, at the end of it, when the king says it's time, Admiral, we're going to re-rank this, series of films and where we would put it with the other MCU films. Okay, Admiral, what did you like about the movie itself?
I liked the action sequences a lot. Mm-hmm. I kind of wish that there was more.
Yes, I agree with you on that one.
I liked the Giancarlo. What's his name?
Oh God, I was gonna call him King Cobra. Sidewinder,
yeah. I can't remember his last name, but everybody knows who he is.
Esposito, or whatever.
Giancarlo Esposito.
I can't even pronounce his last name.
The Admiral had a
long day.
I've been working.
Reacher just blew our minds away. I'll tell you guys right now. We watched that literally, a day ago, and we're just trying to catch up on what we watched there, and we just whatever.
I love Sidewinder. I thought that the movie needed more Sidewinder.
That was the downfall. We needed more of him.
More Sidewinder. He was such a great supporting character that was just so underutilized in the movie.
Big time.
Underutilized. I would have had him and a team of assassins be like the main antagonists.
Could have had the Serpent Society.
Society.
What happened to King Cobra? Seth freaking Rollins.
They did reshoots on the movie, and
they removed them.
You could tell that there were things that were cut out.
Yeah.
And it kind of I find it really affected the rhythm of the movie.
Kind of made it choppy at places.
It was clunky a little bit, right?
Yeah,
choppy.
Yeah. I agree.
I really like Sidewinder, though. I love the fight scene between him and Cap when they're in the junkyard and all around
that
there.
Was wicked.
It was so good, that
Shot
part.
Shot well.
I was hoping it would be a little longer. One thing I liked as well was the battle with the Hulk. I thought it was very good. The Hulk looked great.
Harrison Ford
was great in the
movie. He brought it well.
He did. He always brings it.
Oh, he's a good actor.
It was good in that regard. I love the Secretary of Defense girl. I forget what the character's name.
All I know, she was a Black Widow. That's all we know.
She was trained in the Red Room.
Let's see if I can.
Just like Black Widow.
Let's see if I can get her name because
I wanted to see more of her.
Oh no, I didn't write her name, but the actress is Shira Haas.
Shira Haas is the actress. The character was great. I wanted to see more of her. She could really kick butt,
especially in the bunker thing, the army thing, when she went to kind of go help him.
Yeah, I think she's going to end up in the Avengers one day, possibly.
Probably.
Yeah, or in an offshoot of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. It's a possibility.
I like that. I really enjoyed that. I like the battle scene with the Hulk. Mm-hmm. And I think those are the major things that I like.
Did you like Sam Wilson as Captain America? Did you buy he was Captain America, though, in this one?
No.
Still not sold on him. Me neither,
No,
guys.
It's not.
Something's missing. There's something that not quite clicking with him as Captain America. I don't think he believes he's Captain America.
I know that there's a distinct difference between the two. Mm-hmm. But there's something in their personalities that's way different.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers was much more serious. He wasn't somebody to joke around. He was always very focused.
He took the role more serious. Like, he was proud to be Captain America, but there was a purpose, right?
When you watched Captain America and the Winter Soldier, the show, the TV series, Sam was a little bit more serious in that.
Yes, he was reluctant and serious.
He was more focused in that. I found that they tried to glitz Sam up a little bit, especially at the close to the beginning, where they're in the limo with Isaiah. Look, we got all the best, all this.
It was too bling bling going on there. I don't know. It wasn't.
That's not Captain America.
No, he's not about that.
It's not. It really. I find it really affected the feel of the character. That whole scene wasn't needed.
It was off-putting.
They didn't need to do that.
No, it really set him back, I guess.
Even with Isaiah Bradley, who's like Captain America, and he was locked up in prison for like 30 years, and they did experiments on him. And he's out there balling in the limo, and and the Falcon, I wasn't feeling the Falcon.
Nah, the actor was good, but when he was in the suit, you're like, really?
Yeah, just wasn't feeling it.
It felt like a copycat. Didn't you feel like he was like a copycat?
Yeah.
Admiral.
And I know we're supposed to be talking about what's good right now.
Yeah.
I talked about everything that was good. As a whole, the movie for me was passable.
Yes.
It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It was good.
So would you say top tier or bottom tier films?
Film?
When I mean top tier
mid-tier.
is Ragnarok and above, or would you say
Iron Man 2 and
below?
below, I would say.
Okay, I agree with you. That it's right in the middle and below.
You're looking at it, if I had to put it
bottom
out
10,
of 10.
Bottom 10.
If I had to put it out of 10, like as a rating system, I'd say 6.5.
I think that's possible. Yeah,
Possible.
it wasn't bad to say to deserve a 5, and it wasn't that great to get higher than a 6.
It was entertaining, but
yes,
I had some issues with like how the characters were.
Yeah,
the main bad guy, Samuel's the buyer,
the leader,
a genius who's affected by gamma rays, right?
Yeah, the leader.
He's a leader, and the gamma rays made him extremely intelligent, right? But this guy, what I would have liked to have seen them done, he was very underutilized in
another villain.
But he's like the main one behind it.
Which didn't make sense to me.
And with somebody who's so intelligent and so perceptive, this guy, and they're selling it like that in the movie as well. I think that Cap and Falcon, they could have gone through a couple more no-win scenarios.
Yes.
If you're so intelligent, you would have set them up so many different times in so many different ways.
And that's just that one little thing. What was the main reason you wanted to get the Hulk mad?
Yeah.
You want to get Harrison Ford mad so you can turn into the Hulk.
Yeah, he gives him these pills and you know,
that was
apparently for a heart problem, but they have little doses of gamma in them. And sorry, spoiler alert, everybody.
It's okay. This is spoilers. It's Hulk blood.
Hulk blood, right? So little by little, he's getting more gamma into his system.
Unaware of it, but you should be aware. You're a general, and you should know what this guy's
capable of. So this guy's trying to make the president mad so that he morphs into the Hulk, and he spends like half an hour trying to do that. It's like, it's just...
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Especially when myself and the Admiral said, because this is another spoiler, Liv Tyler comes back to play his daughter in this, okay?
Yeah.
And what's the best way if you really wanted to return to the Red Hulk? What would you have done, Admiral?
You hire someone to kidnap her.
There you go. She turns into the Red Hulk, you got your job done. But I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Little things like that. If you really were a smart person, you would have done something like that.
I got to be honest with you. The Admiral had a large pop, and he had to make a quick escape out there.
That was perfect timing.
About 5 minutes.
I'm telling you right now, he picked the perfect spot, but that's what it was. And then he came back when the Hulk...
He didn't miss anything.
No, and the Hulk was only on screen for like 5-7 minutes.
Yeah,
but that looked good. That fight scene with him and Falcon...
There was a mid-section there of about 20-25 minutes where nothing was happening.
Yeah, it was just the Twilight Zone. Yeah. Let's just call it. Bucky showed up on one thing. There was only a couple. I was expecting a little bit more guest appearances, like special appearances or cameos.
Bucky makes a quick cameo.
For what? Why was the one point of him to be in there? It reminded, especially when Falcon got hurt or whatever, and they're having a little and he's running for Congress. That's the one thing we got. He's running for, and that's why you can't help him because he has to stay out of trouble. And I'm like,
And also the Celestial Island, from the Eternals, the Adamantium Island.
It was just there.
It's just there. There's this creature, celestial creature that's in the Indian Ocean with that arm sticking up.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see investigating the place or getting an idea about
something.
It. Somebody making a discovery for adamantium, and it was just, we found this,
and it's made out of adamantium. It's stronger.
We're going to control it. And this and that, and we want it, and
the fight with Japan, and then the airplane sequences. Like, we saw him take on one, and it just, that whole scene with the airplanes and Falcon, the two Falcon and Cap in the air, that was longer than it should have been. It could have been a 5-minute thing and be done with it.
This is my only thing, I like Anthony Mackie. He's a good actor.
Great.
I enjoy him. I really liked him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah. I liked him as Falcon though.
He's a supporting character.
I'm not buying it as Cap.
No.
There was a lot of the wings.
Yeah.
There was a lot of aerial stuff, and I get it. That's part of what he does.
Mm-hmm.
They're incorporating the technology into the Captain America.
Yeah, because he got it from Wakanda.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's souped up. If you want to wonder, how could he fight the Hulk and not get killed, right, Admiral?
Yeah, exactly. And as well, he is the Falcon, and they're going to incorporate that into Captain America, and I understand that. He's got skills in the air. Why not use it in the suit?
Yeah.
I just found it was a little too much. Like, that whole feel of the Captain America wasn't there. That seriousness, that patriotism, that never say die, never quit, like...
Yeah, it was just, I don't know.
It's hard to fill those Steve Rogers shoes.
You know what it is too, Admiral? I guess they needed a way for him not to take the serum.
Yeah.
To make him more Sam than to be like Cap. Like, I get that part. And him getting stabbed and stuff, I'm like, how many times is he going to get stabbed and still stay alive?
Yeah, he took it pretty good. Once in the chest and one on the side. He got it really bad from side.
And there's one part of the scene when he got beat up bad. It was like when he was confronting...
the Hulk?
No, Carlito, whatever his name is. Sidewinder.
Giancarlo Esposito.
In the church. And he's fighting this tall, massive guy, and he's laughing at him. And he lays the beating on him, right? And it's like, you could tell, like, if they could have took one other character out, like maybe him fight the Serpent Society, it might have made... That could have been originally what happened, and they did research. So instead of bringing, say, like Seth Rollins or as King Cobra or whatever, they just put some generic big guy there to beat him up, but that he can overpower and do what he had to do,
It's always a disheartening thing to hear when there's reshoots on a film. And I find that more times than not, whenever I see a movie
they make
that
it
there's
worse.
Reshoots, you feel it in the way that it's done.
It's choppy. The
just
flow of it was off. Like Ray Admiral, they felt like
Yeah.
something was missing, and then the way they jump from one scene to another scene, then it's like you knew there was something in between that kind of explains it, and it's like kind of like quick. They go from here, they go from there, then the prison, and then from here, and then even the way the Hulk gets defeated at the end.
Yeah.
Come on, talking to the Hulk, talking him down.
There's more. There's a bit more to it because
we're leaving a lot. Trust me, we're not going to go through every single facet of the movie, but we're telling you what we like, what we don't like, and all that other stuff, guys. But overall, it was okay. It could have been better. But they had a chance to make it better. Yeah. That's the problem. Good movies are good. It was entertaining enough that you're okay with going to go see it, like how we did.
Would I see it again? No.
No, and it's one of those things. You'll just add to the collection, like probably like the Eternals, Iron Man 2, whatever, Thor 2.
It'll be better on the home theater.
Love and Thunder, same kind of thing. I don't know. We saw it in the theater. Maybe when we watch it a second time after a few months, maybe we'll enjoy it.
Sometimes movies are better at home.
Yeah. Sometimes that's how it is. They have a second life that you watch. It's like, you know what? This is not as bad. Or maybe when the Thunderbolts come out, maybe we'll learn to appreciate Captain America if it's tied to that.
Yeah, and that's true too.
Fantastic Four, we don't know.
Right?
Exactly. Sometimes you watch a movie at the beginning, but when something else comes down the road, you kind of appreciate it more. It's just like some of the old Thor movies and Captain America. Like originally Thor 2, I despised it. But as you watch the other Thor movies and the Avengers and all that, you kind of learn to appreciate it.
I think that this is going to lead into the Secret Wars, though. And
I think you're right.
With the adamantium, Wolverine, right?
And what was the big part? They wanted to bring back the Avengers. They wanted to reassemble the Avengers. That was the big thing we got out of it. They want to make another Avengers.
They want them to reassemble.
That's what he asked Falcon to do. And that's when thing hit the fan, and that's when everything That was the only mention. And then everything else was the leader trying to get his revenge, getting the Harrison Ford, the president, to turn into the Hulk. He wanted to get together with his daughter for what happened. So they were trying to tie loose ends from the Hulk movie and all these other films, which they didn't have to do. They didn't really need the leader in this one. They should have kept Sidewinder as the main villain with his team. There were a bunch of terrorists. It would have been fine that he has to figure a way to work with the president, which had his own agenda to stop things. I think that's would have been better, but we don't know. With the reshoots, like the Admiral says, I don't know. Okay, Admiral, enough with the review and stuff. I think we're headed up to here.
Guys, it was a good movie, but not great.
No, it was okay. Okay. Now, before we let these young people on YouTube land go, I wanted, Admiral, for you to rank the Captain America movies, okay? And then I'll give you my ranking if it's different than yours. Take it away, Admiral.
Okay, for me, definitely number one is The Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Love the second Captain America movie. Second would be the first Avenger.
Yep.
Third would be Civil War.
Okay.
And then this one.
Yeah,
right?
The fourth.
But
four is number 4.
Yeah, exactly. But then I would put the TV show, like if I could slide that.
Yeah, you can.
I would actually put that before Civil War. I would put that in the number 3 spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know, for me, guys, pretty much the same as the Admiral. The only thing for me, it kind of flip-flops sometimes. Depends on what kind of mood I am. Civil War might jump right behind Winter Soldier and then the original Captain America. Because I told the Admiral off screen, the one thing that keeps me not putting Captain America, the first one, is that whole dancing, singing number stuff.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
That drove me crazy. That propaganda, little whatever you want to call it, that didn't seem to end. Killed me. They could have put more Red Skull in that damn thing. That's the only thing I was going to say. But it would be Winter Soldier, Civil War, Captain America, the first one, the first Avenger, and then, of course, the last one. And then if I was going to add your series, I would probably put that before this movie that came out, the TV series.
So we're pretty close.
1 or 2. It keeps on flip-flopping because I love the first one. It's just that singing number, depending on what kind of mood the king is in. That's where I switch them all the time. But for one of the best, I think, movie trilogies of all the superhero films.
I love Winter Soldier.
I'm telling you, Winter Soldier was my number 1 until the Avengers, the Infinity War and all that kicked in, you know?
Yeah.
But you guys let us know in the comment section your order, what you like. Did you like the movie? Did you not hate it? Whatever. That's all up to you. That's what we're giving you, our honest opinions. Like or not, we don't care. What we say is
you
right.
You guys can
right.
like whatever you want. We
That's
like
right.
whatever we want. We respect you.
Exactly.
And, this is just what we think. And